You ever wonder why your guest is standing outside at midnight punching random numbers into a keypad, like it is a bomb defusal scene from a movie? That little box is not just decoration. It is the front line of your entire operation, and if it fails, your 5-star review turns into a 1-star horror story. Let us talk gate openers first, because those things live outside getting baked by the sun and rained on like a sad little robot. Batteries die way faster than people expect, so you want to swap the knot every few months instead of waiting for a guest to text you at 2 in the morning saying the gate will not budge. Keypad entries are the real MVP of short-term rentals though, because they let you change the code between guests without handing out a physical key like it is 1992. But here is the catch nobody tells you. Some keypads get sticky or worn on the numbers guests use most, and suddenly anyone can guess your code just by looking at which buttons are shiny. That is called shoulder surfing for buttons, and yes, it is a real thing locksmiths worry about. So wipe down the pad and rotate your code choices instead of always picking easy patterns like 1, 2, 3, 4. Think of it like changing your toothbrush. You would not use the same one for 3 years, so do not use the same code either. Garage remotes are sneaky because they seem simple, just a little clicker, but the frequency and battery inside can drift over time, especially with cheap replacement units. If a remote starts working only when you click it 5 times, while doing a weird dance, that is your sign the battery or the sink is dying, not a haunted garage. Here's a myth you should drop right now. The idea that smart locks never need maintenance because they are digital. Digital just means the failure looks different, like a dead battery inside a fancy metal shell instead of a rusty old spring, but it still needs your attention. You want a simple system? And honestly, the boring answer is the best one. Keep a calendar reminder every 30 days to test every single entry point yourself. Walk the property like a detective, push every button, open every gate, because guests will not troubleshoot for you, they will just leave an angry message and go stay somewhere else next time. Weatherproofing matters more than people think, especially for keypads sitting outside in direct sun or heavy rain zones. A tiny rubber cover or a shaded mounting spot can add years to a device that would otherwise fry itself like an egg on a sidewalk in July. Let us talk about codes and turnover, because this is where hosts mess up constantly. If you reuse the same code for 6 months straight, you are basically handing out a skeleton key to every guest who ever stayed, plus their cousin, plus whoever they showed the code to for fun. Change the code after every checkout, not just when you remember, and if that sounds exhausting, that is exactly why smart locks with app control exist, so you are not standing at the gate in your pajamas reprogramming buttons by hand. Automation is not cheating, it is just being smart with your 2 hands and your 1 brain. Now, the garage remote paranoia deserves a moment, because some hosts panic thinking guests will clone their remote like some spy movie plot. In reality, the bigger risk is just wear and tear, dead batteries, or a guest accidentally reprogramming it by holding the wrong buttons, which happens more than you would guess. A good habit is labeling everything clearly with simple instructions, because guests are not engineers. They are people on vacation who want the garage to open without a manual. Clear labels prevent panic 3 a.m. messages and save you from becoming an accidental tech support hotline. Preparation beats panic every single time in this business. And that means backup batteries on hand, a spare remote if possible, and a written reset process taped inside a cabinet only you access. You are not being paranoid. You are being the host who never gets a bad review because the gate would not open. Think about it like keeping your car maintained. You do not wait for the engine to explode before checking the oil, and access devices deserve that same respect. A few minutes of testing every month saves you from losing a guest, losing a review, and losing your patience at 1 in the morning. So the real secret to smooth entry systems is not fancy gadgets, it is consistency, checking things before they break instead of after. If you want more tips like this for running short-term and mid-term rentals without losing your mind, you want to learn more about our company? Check out our links in the description.